What's up guys? Today I'm going to show you my two favourite guns that I prefer using. Submachine class, run and gun, whatever you want to call it. Absolute dominate, near enough any map, doesn't really matter. I'm going to go into depth of what it's all about, what perks you should use, attachments, the whole lot. Here we go. See ya!
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you, come along and see it's true.
So the first submachine gun we're going to look at the Cordit. Cordit is the one of the, definitely I say, most overpowered submachine guns. The main fact, because that the operator mod is called belt feed. You unlock this when you reach max level. Belt feed is simply, one, you don't need scavenger, and two, it literally is no reloading, and you go in each game with 600 rounds, and that is more than enough to get what you need out of that whole life in that round. Now the current extra attachments that I'm able to run is I'm running grip and long barrel, but I do advise that you do test out each individual one for yourself. Then comes the gear. You can choose. I'm running acoustic sensor. Once again, that's something that's really up to you. Then perks, I'm running engineer. This one's more of just whatever you want. Then I definitely advise getting gung ho, and then dead silence, and then obviously the operator mod, and that fills up all 10 spaces. The main thing about Cordit, I'd say, is one, it's got quite a good aiming. Once you go aiming to kill people, it's a very good speed that it actually runs at. It's not slow, so it's not really that bad. I'd definitely say that the only thing I can really criticise with it is probably the recoil. When it comes to long range, you'll see within the gameplay that it is just very good. As you can see, it's definitely more overpowered than I would say some of the other submachine gun classes, but we'll get in more into that at the end. And coming up next is the one of my favourite submachine guns. So you might have guessed it, I'm not sure, but it's the Spitfire. Now the Spitfire is an absolute savage when it comes into actual gameplay and actually going in for them absolute rapid kills. But then there is a but. Once you unlock the operator mod, which is wildfire, which you will see in the gameplay, is I've done two quick games of me without wildfire and with wildfire, and it may be just for me, I don't know, but wildfire is an absolute no-no. We do not want wildfire. Wildfire literally increases the fire rate by, it's at the max, as you can see on the right hand side of the stats. It is literally savage, and it's almost to the point of where you can't even aim down the sights. Now when you look at the actual gameplay, in the gameplay of where I've not got wildfire on, it will be very apparent when it's not on. It's a lot more, I'll just say it's a lot more better. You just simply do not want to use wildfire. I'm not saying don't use it, I'll definitely say try it out, it's pretty cool, you know, how rapid the fire rate actually is, but I'll just say don't use it because you just ain't going to get far of it in the long run. Now what I'm running on both setups, no matter what, is extended mags and fast mags and quick draw. You can play around with this, but really, I have had quick draw off and it seems to be alright, but for some reason, I don't know why, so I've just put it back on anyway. But you could use stock instead, which could help with your strafing, as we all know strafing is one of the best things to learn to do. You need to get better at that. So do I. So I'll definitely say either choose between quick draw and stock. They're ones you can just play around with. But when it comes to laser sights or FMJ or anything like that, no, don't bother with any of that. Perks, it's only because I'm currently running the wildfire. If I didn't run that, I'd be running scavenger. And then once again it's gung ho and it's dead silence. But you can play around with this. You could just put lightweight or gung ho, and then you can either have dead silence or ghost. I'd never use team link. I never use tracker. Vice versa for I never use skulker. I never use cold blooded, and I don't really use dexterity. Dexterity is good. Because it's, what does it say, mantle, climb, slide and swap weapons faster, increase weapon accuracy while jumping or mantling. I don't really jump when I actually come to actual gun battles. A lot of people do. Maybe I should actually learn to do that. But I don't. I don't do that. So my overall comparison of which one to use, the most one I normally use is the Cordit. For some reason, for more of the lazy players out there, the Cordit's is brilliant. You literally just completely forget about reloading, and it's just fantastic. That's one of the really cool things about it. I love it. Spitfire, I'll just simply don't use Wildfire. It's just no good. But other than that, it just rips. It's absolutely brilliant. It's definitely a gun you want to try out, and it's just fantastic. Now, just as an extra bonus, another submachine gun I have mentioned before, you should definitely try out. You unlock it, I think, at level 50 or 60 on the tiers, and that is the Damien 3 XP. Just a quick rundown. You want an ELO sight on it, and then I think I used high caliber 1 and 2 with hybrid mags, not extended mags, rapid fire. You also want that. But yeah, once again, yeah, it's not fast mags. You want hybrid mags, and that's the extra one there. And that's that. So once again, guys, I really hope you enjoyed. It was only a short video just to throw it out there. You probably know a lot of it, maybe certain things you didn't know. I don't know. I thought I'd throw it out there. It's simply something that, this main guns that I like using. So I thought I'd just get that out there. And that's just another video down, I guess. If you actually enjoyed, I'd really appreciate any feedback, anything at all. Appreciate any likes, and then even subscribes. If you don't want, you can just hit that bell button, and you'll never miss one of my videos again. See you in the next one.